Good morning, Senior Stoner fans. This is the real Senior Stoner back at you with a scenery change for today's Carta E-Rig dab of the day. Well, I've also taken the advice of many of you and picked up some live resin. Um, I've got loud resin. It's called sherbet cookies, refined by Extreba Farms. Now, let me take a look at it. That's the live resin. We're going to put a dab of that into our Carta E-Rig this morning. But why am I out here? Why am I out here? It's a little chilly, but why am I out here? I am out here because I want to talk about the results of my efforts. They haven't done well, because today I'm going to see a buddy of mine, going to go out for lunch, and basically going to move along. I am not staying stationary. I am not healing. I am not doing those things. And the reason why I'm not doing those things isn't because they don't make me feel better. It's because you have to weigh human contact versus the pain. And it's almost like I'm spending money. I have a finite amount of money. Let's say I have $1,000. A backache is 20, a stomach ache is 10, knee is 5, Achilles tendon is 5, neck is 10. How do you live with $1,000 when you have all those expenses? So you have to trade. You know that it's going to cost you, well, your neck and your back, possibly your knee, if you go for lunch. It's kind of the tax and the penalty you have to pay to have life. And it's a trade-off you make. You're making the trade-off essentially with yourself. There's nothing wrong with trade-offs like that. You're making a deal with yourself. The only challenge and catch is, once you do that, spend that money, you've got to save and not spend money for a while, which means you can't do other things that cost the back, the neck, the stomach, the knee, the Achilles. You can't spend that anymore. So you almost have to make a deal with yourself. I keep coming back to Richard Simmons' Deal-A-Meal. We had little cards in a little file thing, like a file box for 3.5-inch card, those old style index cards. But it was, okay, I'm going to have 100 calories now, I'm going to have 150 calories now, I'm going to have 200 calories now, and when the 2,400 calories is done, you've dealt it away. That's kind of how you have to spend pain and pain capability, because you have not a tolerance for how much pain you can take, but you have a tolerance for how long you can take pain. I've been in pain all my adult life. 7 days, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, every minute, every second of every day. Chronic, horrible, intractable pain. Okay, my lot in life. But I just can't keep going down the dark hole. I think it's horrible. So I'm going to try to negotiate with myself, if that makes any sense. When I was in sales, as an executive, people used to negotiate with themselves by saying, well, I think the customer is going to want a lower price. And we would always say to them, don't negotiate with yourself. Find out what the dealer, what the retailer, the store is willing to pay. Don't negotiate with yourself. But in this case, I have no choice. I have to negotiate with myself. And I'm going to. Right now, I turned the Carta on, and we got the blue going. And we're looking for our green haptic response. Here we go. It's starting to smoke. Wow. Boy, that resin is not harsh at all. Good advice to those out there. And Eric Asher, shout out to @Eric Asher, who makes resin himself. Excuse me. Very tasty. I hope you'll enjoy an outdoor moment with the real Senior Stoner today. On the deck. Let's see if we can't make a deal. Let's make a deal with ourselves. Cheers. Have a great day, everybody. Real Senior Stoner.